Yo, Darius Britt here. So I've been getting a lot of questions from you guys about the slider I was using when I shot Not Cool. This is the slider. This is the Slider Plus, the 2-foot version. Edelkrone sent me this a while back. I took it for a spin and I've been using it ever since. Edelkrone is known for their innovative motion control systems and camera accessories. They have a pro line and a non-pro line for their sliders. They're based on carrying capacity and each line has 2 different slider lengths. The pro line can handle heavier camera rigs and the non-pro line accommodates mirrorless and DSLR cameras. This is their Slider Plus, the medium length slider for DSLRs. I don't think they make my version anymore. Now I think all you can get is the compact and the long version. It's rated to hold up to 13 pounds. These sliders have a very unique design. They're able to travel up to twice their length. The center carriage moves and the rails travel along with it. This slider is very well made and it's smooth, like butter smooth. In the box you get the slider, an Allen wrench tool set for making adjustments to the slider. I haven't had to use this since I've had it. In the kit you also get a rubber belt with teeth in it, in case you want to use Edelkrone's motorized modules with the slider. Those do not come with the kit, they are sold separately. The motors are good for time lapses and for getting smooth slides without having to do it manually. On the slider we got a 3/8 recessed screw. On the bottom of the carriage we got another 3/8 mounting point, so you can stick this on whatever sticks you're using. The carriage has a metal locking tab, it has adjustable feet with rubberized ends, and it has a unique nylon belt system for pulling the slider carriage. If you want to swap the belts, it takes all of half a second. There are magnets at the ends of the belts. You can just pull the ends out by the magnets and then slip the replacement in its place. Easy peasy mac and cheese. This thing is great for travel. I'm essentially carrying like a 4-foot slider in a 2-foot package. You can mimic a dolly in or a dolly out. When I do push-ins and pull-outs, the slider pulls itself out of the shot. Normally when you slide back, you'd see the ends of the rails if you pull back too far.
So we're doing a push-in to emphasize that moment when he gets the text.
Because the slider itself actually travels, you can slide over things and get shots that you normally couldn't get.
What's extra dope, as you can see, I've got the bed here, but because this extends, I can actually kind of float over the bed and get the shot that you guys are seeing right now.
This setup is small enough where I can easily move around and stay mobile when I'm shooting solo. The slides are smooth, but then I go ahead and add warp stabilizer in post to make them even smoother. Note, the slider is only gonna be as stable as the tripod that it's on. If the tripod isn't sturdy enough, one of 2 things are gonna happen. 1, when you slide from one end to the other, you might get something called rainbowing. This is where the slider seems to flex or bow at the ends of the slide. But it's really just the tripod head doing this. And if your tripod isn't the best, it's not the end of the world. You're probably only gonna use like a small part of the shot anyway. Or 2, if your sticks can't handle the extra weight, the bowl's gonna slip.
Oh my God. That would be that bowl slipping.
No matter how tight I crank this bowl down, boop, we're still getting, the bowl is slipping, bloop. And I've cranked this little knob down like really tight. So obviously this is kind of the limit in terms of weight. I was using the 3-pod tripod then and it couldn't handle the weight. What I'm currently using is the Manfrotto 502 head with the Manfrotto 546B tripod legs. Then I use the 502AH head on the actual slider. This is the head with the flat base. If you use the slider on the ground, you're limited to just the length of the slider. You don't get the double distance. Every once in a while, the nylon belt comes off the tracks. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, you can just work it back into place. Not a big issue. Maybe I should make some adjustments with those Allen wrenches. I imagine if anything's gonna wear out first, it's gonna be that nylon belt. I also really wish this came with a case. You gotta give me a case, man. This light came in a field case. There's plenty of ways to grab it. It's hard, it holds onto your gear. That's a field case. Although it looks nice, when you get this in the mail, it looks beautiful, but this is not practical, I think you have to buy the case separately, but it would have been nice if it came with one. These sliders are not cheap. If it makes sense for your business and you can afford it, then I think it's a great investment. But if you can't, there are other great options out there. For those of you just starting out, I did a review on a budget slider that's pretty dope. I also shot a short film with that bad boy. You can click the link right here to check out that review. Links to everything that I mentioned are down below. And remember guys, this is not about overnight success. It's about taking it one step at a time. If you focus on your craft, that will take you everywhere you want to go. I do believe that's all that I got for you. Thank you for watching. D-Britt out.